What's cracking, fight fans? The fight writer Josh back here again. Just doing a little video today or this tonight. Just looking at the odds on an Australian bookmakers site for UFC Fight Night Bonfim versus Brown. So yesterday I did a little bit of a video looking at the card. We just went up and down. I gave a couple of who I think will win out of the main event and co-main event. As we keep going along, I will do more breakdowns and that sort of thing on this YouTube channel. At the moment, I'm just trying to find my way into this space and go from there and try and sort of build some great content and build a following as well. So if you're joining me from wherever you are, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate you watching and giving me your support. It doesn't go unnoticed. But I obviously see a few betting videos here and there, so I thought I'd have a bit of a look at the odds here in Australia. If you're American, you'll notice how different it is here in Australia. The Americans, or you all go with the bookmakers go with the plus 150s, plus 250s, minus 150s and stuff like that. We're a little bit different over here. We just show what the money is. So that's one thing I've noticed when looking at the betting videos and that sort of thing. So obviously, the fight card here starts at 7 a.m. on ESPN, which can be watched on KO or Foxtel, and also you can watch it on UFC Fight Pass. But just looking at these odds here, we'll start off over here. You've got Zach Reese versus Jackson McVeigh. I might have incorrectly said that this fight was off in my last video. Apologies for that. It looks like it's very much on. So I thought I had read somewhere that Jackson McVeigh had a fight cancelled, but that might be two different. I'm pretty sure it might be two different fights that I saw on Uncrowned MMA. Anyway, so we have Zach Reese and Jackson McVeigh here. So Zach Reese is obviously the favourite. He's paying $1.35, where McVeigh is $3.30. So you can see the difference there in that, and that's sort of how we look here on Australian bookmakers as well. So I'll just go through and show you what the odds are, and then I've put a couple of what we call in Australia multi-bets, where you pick more than one fighter and put money on it, and obviously the amount of how much they're paying, sort of the odds accumulate, and you get a figure, and whatever you put on, it can vary. So I've put $20 on a couple, and I'll go through those after I show you guys what the odds are looking like here. And if you are an American watcher, feel free to jump in the comments and let me know what you think about how we do it over here, and if you kind of understand it, if I'm explaining it well enough for you as well. So looking at Miles Johns and Daniel Marcos, you've got Daniel Marcos at $1.50, and you've got Miles Johns at $2.60. So that's not as big as the gap as McVeigh and Reese, but it's still a pretty decent gap. And, you would be leaning towards Marcos there. Over here, you've got Gomes and Pennington. I was having a look at the UFC rankings before, and just looking at the strawweight division, which we have Mackenzie Dern as the champion. You've got Denise Gomes sitting here at number 15. Tisha Pennington is in at number 13. I know people take these rankings with a grain of salt. If you do, that's fine. But this is still, considering if you're going by rankings, It depends on what you're going for here, and how the Australian bookmakers look at the fighters as well and their odds. So Denise Gomes is a big favourite here over Tisha Pennington. It's obviously not clear on if you looked at that, you'd think that Gomes was ahead of Pennington in the rankings. But again, UFC rankings aren't final. Everyone, has varied opinions about the UFC rankings. If you think that sits about right, again, jump in the comments, let me know. I'm happy to hear it. But yeah, also tell me, what they're sitting at. If you are from the States, tell me what they're sitting at plus 150 and plus or minus 250 and 150 and all that sort of thing. Over here, we've got Josh Hokett and Max Gemis. I'm looking forward to seeing Hokett again, even though his post-fight interview on Dana White's Contender Series was more like a WWE promo than anything. But we'll see if the guy can fight. He obviously, he's 6-0, shows impressive. Massive favourite here in this fight. Huge favourite. Jimenez is actually sitting at 6-1. So it's interesting how these odds have been sort of picked up. Then move on to the next fight. Mayra Buono Silva and Jacqueline Cavalcante. Cavalcante is the favourite there, sitting at 145. Not as big as some of the gaps we have seen, but big enough as well for most people not to be in two minds about who they want to put money on. But at the same time, if you've watched these two fighters fight, you can pretty much you can very well make up your mind on how you want to bet. So that's something really interesting I find as well about betting on UFC. I remember a lot of times in the past, and I'm guessing also recently with the sort of betting scandal that sort of happened with again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm still diving into all the betting scandal stuff, even with some referees' names being brought up and that sort of thing by certain people. I'm not going to go into too much of that in this video. I'm concentrating on just betting here for this video, guys, if that's all good. But it's just when I was betting, I stopped betting on MMA for quite some time, mainly due to how different everyone sees a fight, and it bugged me that I saw a fight. It bugged me that a judge could cost me money in a fight when it was a clear cut decision for one fighter as opposed to another. But that's fine. I'm over that now, as you can see. Bet with the money I like. I don't go over my means. I bet with the money I have. In Australia, we've got this little thing where betting companies have to say gamble responsibly and stuff like that. And I've seen both sides. I've worked in hospitality, I've worked in clubs with poker machines and stuff like that. So I've seen both sides of gambling and what it can do. So this is just something I enjoy and something a little bit I like to have a bit of a flutter on as well. I bet on the NBA. I also bet on rugby league. I've been lucky enough this NBA season to have a couple of multi bets come off. Rugby league, I'm not doing as well in as I used to, but that's neither here nor there. Back to the fight card though. The next fight is Jamal Amez versus Haider Mill. So as you can see, this one is a little bit closer, and this is where the gap gets in, where you can sort of think that it's not that far. You got about 30 to 40 cents in there that you can sort of think, I might take a chance on Emma's, which is not out of the realm, and it could get up for you. You never know. This is the sort of gap that you look for, and if you want to take a chance, you can start taking chances. Moving on. This fight I like a lot. This is a bit bigger of a gap, but I've taken a bit of a punt, and I'll go into it a bit later. But Marco Tulio Silva is 167, and a Christian Leroy Duncan is sitting at $2.25. I've actually in one of my bets, I just went for an outsider, which I like to do, and I've gone for Duncan. But I'll tell you more in that bet later. Ricky Simone and Raonia Barcelos. Simone is the favourite here. Almost $1 difference there. Simone, his career speaks for itself, but so does Barcelos. I can see why this is the way it is. I think if we go back here, sorry, I hate it when these ads pop up. It's a bit frustrating, but anyway. Where are we? If we go, the Brazilian who's 20-5, and where are we? So he's born in 87, so he's 38 years of age. So he's 3 years younger than what I am. So, he's not a spring chicken. I have a feeling that's sort of, yeah. Let's see. We'll go back just for a second. Where are we? If we just go back for a second, he has won his last 3 fights though. So, and a win over former champion Cody Garbrandt. I know Cody. It's not the same Cody that was the champion, so it may not mean as much of a win these days. But at 38 years old, and to be in a division where people talk about, fighters over 35 in the lower weight divisions don't perform well, like don't win usually. So that's pretty good. So it'd be up to you if you wanted to take a chance on Barcelos. I think it was someone I follow on my Fight Rider Instagram page. I think it's her name's Gabby's Corner. If that's right, please let me know. If it's wrong, let me know. So I can apologize. But she has picked Barcelos because she. If you check out her Instagram page, she goes into a really good explanation as to why, and it almost made me question my choice in my multi bets. But that you've got to stay strong as well. So come over here. We've got Ismail Bonfim and Chris Padella. I know Bonfim has missed weight, so yeah, that sucks. Second time he's missed weight, I believe, or probably not the second time, but he did it last time as well, and that fight didn't happen. This is as close as it gets without being dead even. Don't see many too many like dead even on Australian bookmakers. You can, but it doesn't happen often. This is another one where you could, like the one up here where there's a bit of a gap. This is closer. You could easily go Padilla here, easily, and you wouldn't be upset. And who knows what could happen. So then you got Sakharov and Medic. Salikov is paying $2.10, and Medic is $1.75. So that's again like this one up here. It's exactly like Amazon Amel. Well, I hope you're saying the right Amel. With the you could go if you want to take a chance. You could go Salikov, but it's up to you. Then you've got over here. This is a big gap. This is a big gap. We Matt Schnell and Joseph Morales. If you like betting on the underdogs, then this would be a great one, an absolute good one. But Morales is sitting pretty here at 124 compared to 420. That's a massive outsider here. I'm guessing if we were talking American odds, would that be a plus 500 underdog? Is that how you say it? If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I reckon that would be. I think that's close, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. I've got to stop saying too many times in this video. I'm trying to get out of that habit. Anyway, finally the main event. You have Gabriel Bonfim and Randy Brown. Clear favourite is Bonfim, almost about 80 odd cents, I believe. If I'm not getting that right, I'm sorry. I was not great at math. Uh, Obviously, I'm better at English, but even that took some work as well. Yeah, Bonfim and Randy Brown. I think actually, that's about 70 cents. Sorry. So that's the main event. So they're the odds here. That's so Ladbrokes. I know there's Ladbrokes. I think in the UK as well, but they here in Australia they are the official betting partner of the UFC. I've got my phone here, so I'll just go through. So the first my two multi bets. So two bets, and the first one is a 4 leg multi, and this is who I've gone. I've gone Gabriel Bonfim. He's obviously well, actually when I put this on, he's paying $1.57, so he's $1.60 now. Joseph Morales, he's still paying 124, as we can see there. Ricky Simone is so there's a cent gone here. He was paying 158 when I put the bet on. He's now 157, and I've gone Denise Gomes, who was paying 157, and she's still paying 157. So that is the first multi. The second one, like I said, I went for a bit of an outsider here because I like to do that every now and then. That's why they call it gambling, right? So Denise Gomes, 157, obviously. Come down here, Christian Leroy Duncan. I've picked him. He was paying. He's actually gone down. When I put the bet on, he was paying $2.40. He's now paying $2.25. So yeah, and of course Ricky Simone 157. Gone down a cent, and you got Joseph Morales 124. Stay the same, and you've got of course Gabriel Bonfim, who was paying 157, now paying a 160. So I think they're my bets. I think they're all right. I don't think they're anything bad. Obviously, the outsider one might be the harder one, but I'm not going to take a chance. I'm trying to build my account up bit by bit, and I'm not going to take a chance on Matt Schnell. Although maybe one day I will. But they're the fights that stuck out to me. If you've got, if let me know what fights stuck out to you or stick out to you, who you would go in these in this fight night, and if you think I'm silly for who I've chosen. If you, hopefully I've explained this well enough for you guys. I can get a bit sort of jumbled up at times, especially when it comes to trying to explain certain things like the intricacies of betting in Australia. So yeah, but this is something I enjoy. Obviously, I don't let it get out of hand, which is good. So, but it's yeah, it's a bit of fun. It can be a bit of fun. But again, if you're having trouble with gambling, there are a lot of services out there that can help you. So in Australia there is anyway. You've got Lifeline Australia. They've got gambling helplines and stuff like that. They've got a 1-3 number that you can call. I'm pretty sure you can call it at any time if you're struggling, and you can get the help you need. If you're in America, I'd encourage you to try and find those sort of sources as well, because if gambling gets out of control, it can be really bad. And not only for the person who is gambling, but also for the families as well. So that's yeah. I just wanted to add that little bit in because you can see it. You do see it from both sides, whether you're playing the poker machines, or you're betting on sports or horse races or whatever else you bet on. But if you are betting, gamble responsibly and enjoy the fights this weekend. I know I'm going to. I'm going to try and jump on here again some after the fights at some stage and have a look. Try and do a video. If not, if I don't do it Sunday, because I do sometimes like to leave a bit of a buffer in between my videos. If I do a couple in a row, I may jump on Monday night and have a bit of a chat about what transpired. Again, I'm still digging into the betting stuff. Lots of interesting things sort of popping up online. Sort of, you've got to be careful how you navigate that, because you say something, and someone might jump on and say you've defamed me or something like that, or that's not what actually happened. So, but you know, the journalists out there are good at like talking to sources, good at what they put out, and the best journalists always go for a right or reply. So, yeah, they're working hard. We're all working hard here. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for coming along. If you feel the need, like, definitely comment because I want to know if you like this video, me talking about the odds here in Australia and that sort of thing, going through my bets. That way I can do more videos on it. Otherwise, just general comments, what you'd like to see more on my YouTube channel, more breakdowns, that sort of thing, and I'll start working towards that. But otherwise, thank you again. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the fights tomorrow. And until next time, take care.